So now some glide tests with the endgame gear OP18K. It is very controlled. You sink in a little bit with your skates and your mouse model. But yeah, it's very similar to the QCK Heavy from SteelSeries. But this a little bit more muddy than the SteelSeries QCK Heavy from SteelSeries because it's a little bit faster, the SteelSeries one. The Turtle Beats Air Burst to Air Wireless glides faster than the endgame gear OP18K and has less control. It's also possibly because of different skates. The skates and the weight also change a little bit the vibe of the gliding. The Lamso OG V2 Pro is more speedy. Viper V3 Hyperspeed is way heavier in vibe wise and is also a heavier gaming mouse. Glide less, but still it's gliding well. But this very controlled surface, I must say. So because of the Poron base and the soft to touch top layer, it feels very comfy. I don't know if you can see the stitching very well, but the stitching is very great. And it's actually, you can't feel the stitching because it's below the mouse surface. So the stitching is below the surface, so you barely don't feel it. And if you still feel it, you can overlap it, for example, by your table like this. And then you can game like this, for example, and then you don't have it either. So that's an option. But it's indeed very soft to touch. You sink in slightly with your hand. It's not like the base is sturdy enough to hold your hand into place. No, you sink in slightly. But is it really annoying? Yeah, you feel it slightly, you sinking in the pad. For example, with the QCK Heavy from SteelSeries, you don't have it, you're sinking in. And even that's not a Poron base. But they say Poron base is very great nowadays. But I still like the QCK Heavy, the base a little bit better than this one. But the coating is very soft to touch. And of course, for example, this is the SteelSeries QCK Heavy from SteelSeries. This is a black pad, 6 mm thickness as well. And this, the mousepad of the review. And this nice coloring orange. So every time you go into a game, you're a little bit happy because of the coloring, actually, I must say. It looks really great, but sometimes it distracts you a little bit from the game. If you look downwards, you distract a little bit by the orange coloring, but on the other side, it makes you a little bit happy while gaming, and it looks very fresh. Orange looks way more fresh than this mousepad in black.